Hi, this is Jason Nast, and I want to welcome you to the Big Insider Secrets. We are super excited today for this live webinar because here we're going to be talking about the 3 secrets to increase realtor income. That's right, specifically for realtors, this is a very special show. We're going to teach you how to leverage your knowledge and your expertise for fast and easier client acquisitions, better relationships, and how to earn higher earnings. After all, that is why we all get into the real estate business to begin with, right? So I'm going to share with you my screen. We're going to get started right into this. No dilly-dallying. Let's make this happen. Excellent. So happy you're here. Let's go ahead and get started on the Big Insider Secrets. Let me give you a little breakdown of our agenda today. We're going to be talking about examples of top players and why hard work doesn't necessarily pay off. Give you a little bit about my background, and we're going to talk about how to leverage yourself and ways to leverage that will improve your client acquisitions, relationships, and as I said earlier, ultimately the earnings. Now, secret number 5 is the secret sauce, and it's going to be what gets you everything in topic number 4. Of course, number 6, we're going to cover the 3 big insider secrets. 1, 2, and 3, we're going to break them down for you and tell you exactly how to use those in your business so that you can, again, get easier client acquisitions, build better relationships, and earn higher income. And finally, number 7, we're going to talk about how to take advantage of my expertise and leverage my expertise to help you leverage yours. So let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to talk about some of the top players. Now, the top players in industry today are these 3, in my opinion. We have Gary Keller. Gary Keller of Keller Williams Realty, very familiar with him probably by now. Tony Robbins and Grant Cardone, and they each have one thing, just one thing in common. Even though one is a real estate guy and one is a motivational speaker, and Grant Cardone is really a sales trainer, although I will say he does leverage most of his income today in real estate. So the one thing they have in common is they all make more money today because of one thing that they did previously. And that one thing actually generates them hundreds of thousands, if not hundreds of millions of dollars annually with very little effort. Now, we're also going to be learning how you can leverage the very same tools, the very exact same tools that they use to generate massive success, but in your current business and your current business model, no matter where you are and no matter what level you're playing at. So the question I have for you in topic number 2 is, does hard work really work? Well, there's some great quotes out here, like the ones you see on the screen. Obviously, there are no secret to success. It's a result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. Colin Powell. Hard work. With hard work and effort, you can achieve everything, anything. I've also learned that anything in life worth having comes from patience and hard work. Or how about from Lucas Till? Hard work always wins in the end. My favorite is my dad. My dad always used to say, hard work, nose to the grindstone, and so on and so forth. Now, is this really working, or are these just great misleading quotes that we misinterpret to mean the wrong things? So the question about does hard work work, part 2, is yes, everybody I mentioned earlier in the top players, they work hard. If you know Grant Cardone, you know that he works hard today, and he worked hard to build his empire. But do you think he's cold calling people today to sell them a ticket, for example, to his 10X conference? No. Do you think he's picking up the phone and cold calling people to invest in his Cardone Capital Fund? No. He's a major player. He speaks on stages and shouts out on Instagram, Facebook, and people call him. But there's one thing, just one thing, it's a big thing, that pushed him into this position. And I'll share more on that with you a little bit later. And how you too can leverage, again, this one big insider move that will get people calling you just like they're calling Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, and Gary Keller, and so many more today. But first of all, if it's okay with you, I'd like to tell you just a little bit about myself. My name is Jason Nast. I am a traveler. I'm a world traveler. I travel, I don't know, about 7 months out of the year. And I've spent a few months on a spiritual quest walking across Spain along the Camino de Santiago. I will be doing that again in 2020. I have a small private island in the Caribbean, the one that you saw behind me. And when I'm not traveling, I call Arizona my home. I love scuba diving, I love travel, and I love sharing my experience. So as I talk with you a little about what's going on here today, I want you to realize that it's important that I respect your time, and I want you to invest the next 45 minutes or so with me to help improve your business. So let me give you about my background. 35 years in marketing. I have 20 years as a trainer, mentor, and educator. I absolutely love to leverage my experiences to help people like you earn, learn, and grow. Collectively, I've earned my business associates and partners over $170 million in revenue. And more importantly, I help countless people just like you 10x your success and take it to the next level. My background in film, TV commercials, as seen on TV products, rock videos, print, billboard, radio, online, offline, direct mail, email, and now text messaging have been practically every aspect of my life in marketing. And the majority of my life, I've spent learning new skills in marketing. I know what works. I also know what doesn't. I know what's on the rise. I know what's on the decline. My clients include some of the top marketing agencies in the world. For example, Saatchi, Dancer, Fitzgerald, Gray, many, many others. I work along with them doing marketing, production, advertising, and messaging. I've worked with Samsung, Toyota, Coca-Cola, Levi Strauss, UPS, Microsoft, and so many more. However, do you want to know my favorite people to work with? My favorite people are people just like you, like realtors, who help make a difference in people's lives on a personal level through their business, through their friendships, and through their inspirations. Today on this webinar, as I talked about, the secret sauce. Today we're going to be talking about how to leverage your talent, your knowledge, your expertise, how it will improve your client acquisition process, build relationships with current, future, and even past clients, and money. We're going to increase your bottom line. That's why we got into real estate market to begin with. And why your current marketing and messaging efforts are actually keeping you from earning your full potential. I want to share with you these secrets about marketing and messaging to improve your earnings and relationships and client acquisitions. So as we do this, I'm going to teach you how to leverage your expertise, your talent, and your knowledge. And just like I do, and I do this to launch and relaunch businesses all over again, all the time. It'll help you take your business and your life to a whole new level. Now, earlier we talked about the top players and the one thing that helps make them money today, and it's content. They became published authors. Gary Keller of Keller Williams Realty wrote several books. Now he's a high-paid professional speaker with a net worth of over $200 million. Tony Robbins wrote 5 books, but beyond 5 books, he also wrote and developed content in terms of programs. Now, with his 5 books that you can buy anywhere, and his content and his programs, which you can only buy exclusively through him, he has a net worth of over 500 million. Grant Cardone, his first book was in 2008. No one knew who he was. Today, he's worth over $300 million. And as I said earlier, he invests most of that in real estate investing. Being a published author has tremendous benefits. And I want to ask you one question right now. How many of your realtor friends have published a book? These guys, success in publishing, the 10X rule, Tony Robbins, money, the master game, and of course, Gary Keller with the one thing. So let's make sure one thing is super, super clear at this point in time. You're not going to get rich by writing and selling a book. However, you can get rich because you wrote the book. Gary Keller, Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, they don't get rich selling books. They get rich because they wrote the book. Now, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. But before we get into the 3 secrets, go get yourself a pen and paper, because you're going to want to take notes. I'm about to share with you the 3 big insider secrets that are literally going to rocket you and your success, and how being a published author can help you leverage your book to a whole new dimension in your business and your personal life. So right now, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, this is crazy difficult. It takes a long time to write a book. You might not even know really what you want to write about at this point. And I get it. I know, right? I get it. But I'm going to show you how easy it is to become a published author with a publishing company that specializes in your area of expertise. I'm sure you're asking yourselves right now, is it hard? No, it's not. It's not complicated. It doesn't have to take years of your life. It actually can be fun, easy, and super fast if you know what you're doing. So let's talk about the first big insider secret. Did you know that being a published author is a way to stand out, to reach your clients, to get into an intimate conversation about your products and services, even if you've never talked with your prospect before? Now, how many of you love cold calling, right? Cold calling prospective clients. And I'll tell you what right now, if you actually like cold calling, then you must like rejection. And you probably have a very happy marriage as a result of that. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. By the time I'm finished here today, I'm going to show you not only how you can avoid rejection altogether, but how you can actually get your prospective clients to take the action and call you. It's like literally going to bed with them after the very first contact. Talk about first date success, right? The big idea here is that you probably have hundreds, if not thousands of competitors all bombarding your potential clients with the same boring marketing and messaging tactics. This is important because catching a prospect's attention means that you got to stand out. In order to do that, you got to stand head and shoulders above the rest. But not catching their attention typically means you die broke. A book will immediately position you as the expert in a crowd of competitors, all eager to get their business to you. Here's an example. Let's say, for example, that you're at a networking event and you're a realtor. Here in Phoenix, just a few weeks ago, I went to one of the biggest networking events around. It's called Networking Phoenix Signature Event. And I'm going to guess there was about 700 to 1,000 people there. And while I was there, I personally met with 20 realtors. Now, it doesn't have to be a big event. It can be a small event. Even small events have more than one realtor at them. You are about to learn how at any networking event, you can absolutely command the room and be the realtor in the room to talk to. Because if you're a realtor at an event and there are a bunch of other realtors there, you need to know how to stand out. Here's an example. I'm going to introduce to you Sandy Hayakawa. So Sandy Hayakawa is a realtor, and she happens to have a book called Sandy Hayakawa, The Cave Creek Residential Real Estate Expert, and what you need to know before buying and selling. Now, what I'm about to share with you is how to win at networking events and how to win a successful business card draw. Now, when you walk in the door, the first thing you're going to do at any networking event is find that little bowl where they're collecting cards for the networking event giveaway. Now, what you want to do is put your book in the bowl. Then go about your networking. Go about and meeting people and things like that. After a bit, the leader of the event is going to take that bowl, walk over to a podium or a microphone, and the first thing they're going to do is pull out your book, hold it up to the room, and say over the PA system, Sandy Hayakawa, your Cave Creek residential real estate expert. Hey, Sandy, are you here? Did you put this book in our card giveaway bowl? Now, here's the key. At this point, you want to be standing as far away from that networking event leader as you can so that you can shout out over the entire room just like this. Woo! I won! You pulled mine first. Ha! No, look, really, I don't bring business cards to events like this, so I put my book there instead. But instead of giving me a prize, go ahead and pull another card, give them the first prize, and then pull a next one and give my book away for the next card as my gift. And then wait. The leader will give away their prize, and then they'll pull a second card and mention your name again. At this moment, you can say back, hey, oh, by the way, if anyone's actually looking to buy or sell a house, I have a few more books with me and I'd be happy to give you one. Come see me. I'm over here, way at the back of the room. But wait, there's more. That night, after the hustle and bustle of the day, after the great networking event that everybody went to, maybe after a glass of wine, maybe some brandy or a beer, after a bath or a shower, when they're relaxed, the scent of warm running water and bath salts in the air, maybe even some soft music playing in the background, soft lighting, wrapped in a towel, body warm from a fresh bath, now a glass of hot tea or maybe a glass of wine by the nightstand, climbing into bed, propping the pillows, getting comfortable, finally at ease, taking a deep breath, exhaling slowly, relaxed, feeling good, laying there, half naked body, relaxed, the pressure of the day gone, and there's only one thing that would make this night perfect. And I'm sure we're all thinking about the same thing. A good book. Now, if you were thinking that, awesome. If you weren't thinking that, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I like the way you think. But right here, right now, we're talking about this good book. At this point, they reach over and they grab the book that they won or you gave them, making them feel super good because they're already a winner at the networking event. And guess what they do? They begin to read your message, your marketing, your questions that only you can answer. They're beginning to open up and hear and read with all the walls down your message. Take a second. Let's recap Big Insider Secret number 1 and the 10 things that you just learned. The leader, who already has the respect and credibility of the room of this networking event, just gave you an endorsement from center stage as the residential real estate expert in your city. You get to echo that across the room and acknowledge it. You get to give your book away and have it announced yet a second time from the front of the room. Fourth, you get a 30-second commercial. By the way, not one of the other 20 realtors in the room got that in front of the entire room. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Number 5, you get to tell the entire room, if anyone is actually interested in buying or selling a home, your services, your business, whatever it is, come see you for a free book. Number 6, instant credibility. 7, instant authority. 8, instant recognition as the residential real estate expert in the room. 9, big time ego stroke. And by the way, that's super important when you're at a networking event. And 10, your potential client just took you home, just took you to bed on their first date, or as the case may be, first contact with you. Talk about first date success. Now, if they didn't take you to bed, there are a few other places that people like to go to read. For example, the bathroom. And while you may not want to think about your client in the bathroom, you are still with them in one of the most intimate places. And their guard is not the only thing that's down at the moment. They don't feel like they're being sold. They feel like they're being educated by you, by the residential real estate expert in your area. In some other places, for example, they might be relaxed and wanting to open to messaging from you. On their couch, all comfy. Patios, relaxing with a glass of orange juice on a lazy Sunday morning. Or even on an airplane, when you just want to tune everything else out and focus on one thing. Wouldn't it be nice if that one thing was you and your expertise as the local residential real estate expert? Think about that for a second. Now, that was great, but that was big insider secret number one. Let's jump in to big insider secret number two, which is even more amazing. Big insider secret number two, being a published author opens the door to massive amounts of free publicity. And the main thing to understand here is that instead of paying for ads, you can actually leverage your book to get interviews, speaking engagements, and more. Let me give you an example. If you were to buy 30 seconds of airtime on the Super Bowl, it would cost you $5 million. $2 million for the Oscars, $500,000 for Game 7 of the World Series. Let's look at local news. For just a 30-second airtime spot on a morning news show on TV, according to Adweek, Fox Local News is getting $8,300 for 30 seconds. Now, I realize you're not going to be on the Super Bowl today, but local news TV talk shows, that is a gold mine. But if you call the producer up of a local morning news TV talk show and say, hey, here's my business card. I'm a realtor. I'd like to get some time on your show. They're going to tell you it's $8,300 for 30 seconds. If you contact the producer, however, and say, I have a book about residential real estate and what people need to know before buying or selling a house in this area, and this is why your viewers need to know what I have to say, they're going to say to you, when can you be a guest? You can actually get free publicity on TV, radio, local magazines as articles, and you can be an expert writer. Newspaper articles, expert writer again. You can do vlogs, which are video logs. You can do blogs. You can do podcasts. You can do Facebook Lives. You can do Instagram Lives. You can do so many different things and be guests on other people's channels where they have the audience and they drive traffic to you as the local residential real estate expert. Media outlets need you. My client and friend now, Brian Kelly, got over 9 minutes of local morning news TV talk time here in Phoenix, Arizona. By the way, this is the 15th largest market in the United States. His cost was $0. Well, actually, truthfully, we did buy the producer a cup of coffee after the show. So let's call it $5 at Starbucks. Can you imagine getting $150,000 of airtime? That's 9 minutes for the price of a cup of coffee. With a book, you can do that and so much more. Again, radio, TV, print, newspapers, local magazines, articles, podcasts, vlogs, YouTube. So many options are available to you now because you have a book. After that experience with Brian, he now has his own interview show that is featured on 16 different platforms, including Amazon, Fire Stick, Roku. He is an expert in his field. Another client, Richard Barrier, has been featured on national publications and seen on TV with over 13 minutes of airtime on just one local television news channel. Now, talking about Big Insider Secret number 1, which is becoming a published author, and Big Insider Secret number 2, which is all the tons of free publicity you can get. At this point, you're probably asking yourself or saying to yourself one thing. I want to, but I can't. Well, what is it that you can't do? I know that you think it's difficult writing a book and it can take a very long time. And the truth is, and it's very tricky, that without focused, methodical book writing system and partners that you can work with, it can take a very, very long time. Most give up. Very few stick with it to a finished product. Even when they're finally done writing, they don't know what to do to prepare it for printing. They don't know how to secure a publishing contract. And they don't know how they can actually leverage their book once they actually have it. I mentioned before, I've been teaching, training, mentoring, and educating since 1997. I'm a marketer for 35 years. I've won a Clio Award, which is like the Oscars for commercials, 2-time Marketer of the Year award winner. I love teaching marketing and messaging, helping others learn, earn, and grow. That is my passion. My goal is to share my wealth of experience and knowledge with the world in such a way that every single person who knows me will profit and prosper. I have published numerous books on my own and helped many others publish theirs. If you're ready to take it to the next level in your city, and it may be available because we do limit this offer to city specific. But if you're interested and you're ready right now to take that step, on a first come, first served basis, you can click the link below and apply. You can do that now or anytime through the rest of this webinar. In the meantime, we're going to move you along to Big Insider Secret number 3, leverage. How to sell without selling. Let's go back to Sandy and her book on the residential real estate experts. In her book, she can write about, example, pest control. In each area of the country, there are different types of pests. Here in Arizona, and please don't freak out, we have scorpions. No, not the rock band, but the actual crawly ones on the desert floor. No local residential real estate expert can talk about local things with a client without talking about scorpions. So Sandy can call her favorite pest control people. By the way, all realtors have favorite pest control people. And let's say that it's Joe's Pest Control. By the way, this works in any industry, whether you're a plumber, electrician, a remodeler, a flipper, a dentist, lawyer, beauticians. I'm telling you, I have never found a business that a book was not right, even for a mortician, for real. Let's get back to Sandy. So Sandy, she calls up Joe and she says, hey, Joe, I'm writing this book. I need to know the number one thing that new home buyers or sellers need to know about scorpions. And Joe says, hey, sure, don't leave the door open. By the way, folks, I am seriously oversimplifying that statement. So Sandy, she adds that information to her book and she quotes her favorite pest control peep, Joe's Pest Control. Now, being a published author is a big deal. Being quoted in a published book is a big deal too. It elevates Joe to expert status, thought leader, celebrity status, and more. Now, have you ever noticed that people tend to post pictures of themselves with, for example, celebrities? Well, it's called credibility by association. You post your picture with celebrities, notable players in your industry. And by the way, if you don't do this, I highly recommend it. A friend and mentor of mine, his name is Mark Victor Hansen, co-wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul. Back in 2003, he said, you should take a picture with as many people as possible. Then when you run into them again, you can show them that picture and it will instantly recall you and that they have met you before. But equally important, it establishes you as a mover and a shaker, as someone in the know, as someone who associates with movers and shakers. By the way, even if they're unknown, it will still help you position yourself. Here I am with Russell Brand at a rock star marketing convention. Glenn Morshower, both of these guys are famous actors. Glenn, you may not recognize, but he portrayed Agent Pierce in the TV show 24, but he also has been in pretty much every movie. Moneyball with Brad Pitt, 2 of the Transformer movies. Like, the guy is a huge deal, but nobody knows his name because he's always a character actor. The person up the top right, that's Ray Parker Jr. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters, yeah. And of course, in the middle, at the top, that is Laurel Langemeyer. She is known as the Millionaire Maker. My favorite, however, is the bottom right corner. That is me with Les Brown, AKA Mama Brown's baby boy. He is an incredible motivational speaker and thought leader. And in this picture, he's actually asking me for my autograph, which totally blew me away, but he saw something that I was doing and wanted to capitalize on it for his own moment. I appreciate that. He is an amazing guy, but posting these kinds of pictures, again, establishes you as a mover and shaker. Let's go back to Sandy and Joe. Joe is proud, and he should be. Credibility by association works. It works for me, it will work for you, and it's super important to understand that it works for Joe of Joe's Pest Control too. Now, while Joe is telling everyone that he's been quoted in a book, he'll also be telling everyone that you are the local residential real estate expert by default. For example, would you rather hear someone who's trying to sell you say, I'm an expert, I know blah, I'm great at this, that, or another thing? Or would you rather hear from a trusted friend like Joe that says, Sandy is an expert in local residential real estate. She knows the local area and she's great at getting the best price in this market. Now, hold on a second. That's just one thing. Do you know that you might think that Joe might actually be interested in having a copy of this book for himself? After all, he is published in a book, a real book. But maybe he'll want a few copies for his friends or his family. Or maybe, just maybe, this is what I was getting to earlier about selling by not selling. By leveraging your book, maybe, just maybe, Joe will want to order hundreds of books to give away to his clients. Because not only are you the local residential real estate expert, it says so right here in the book, but you, as the expert, know exactly who to call for pest control. It says so right here in this book. That's just one way. That's just one way to leverage your book to spread your brand and build clientele. By the way, I have a host of many others. I can share with you how Joe will, and his clients will, want to buy more books from you than that by just doing one simple thing inside your book. Bottom line is, you can offer it to Joe and others who can use your book and your expertise to enhance their own product offer. Joe will use you and your book to show his clients that you recognize him as an expert. And in the meantime, by the way, he'll associating your credibility as the local residential real estate expert. Win-win. The key here is because you can work hard to sell yourself and sell your book, or just let other people sell you and your book for you. Just like at the networking event Leader, when they shouted out your expertise from the stage, or Joe leveraging you and your book to promote himself. He's promoting you, and this is a super huge fact to understand. Now today, we're offering a wonderful package. Today, we're partnering with Platinum Experts Publishing and the local residential real estate experts publication. And this is where you, as a realtor, get to be recognized by your peers and your clients as the local residential expert in real estate in your area. Now, that little voice pops in. But wait, I really want to, but I can't. It's difficult. It takes so long. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to write about. I don't know how to prepare for publishing. I don't even have a publishing contract. How do I do this? And how do I leverage it? How do I actually leverage it once I have it? Fortunately, there is a complete system, completely developed just for the realtor market. Now, most people think, why do it the easy way when you could do it the hard way? We're going to talk about why and how you can, using Platinum Experts Publishing local residential real estate experts program, how you can get it all the easy way. So what is the Platinum Expert Publishing way? We publish you as an author. You and your local expertise are featured with all of your local knowledge in a dedicated chapter. That alone can amount to 6 figures. Think about this. According to the Publications and Authors publication, writing a book, hiring somebody else to write it for you, if they use their name as an association or as told to or with, is $22,000 to $80,000. But if no credit is given for that ghostwriter, that range jumps up to almost $100,000. Now, obviously, these things can slide bigger or lower depending on the book's length, the complexity, but in your particular market, in real estate, it's an expensive proposition to understand and know each of these features and facts about each local area. That's where you come into play. We feature an exclusive local area. Now, in real estate, an exclusive local area might be considered something like Century 21 franchise. Do you know that it's a $25,000 minimum investment to get a Century 21 franchise? And by the way, there are many, many, many other types of franchises in the real estate market you could get into, but this is just an example. Now, it's $25,000 as a franchise fee, but you have to have an investment between $22,000 and $523,000 after that. And you must have liquid capital of at least $10,000. That's crazy stuff. But let's talk about the next part of the Platinum Experts Publishing way that will help you get there easier, faster, and a whole lot less. You get an exclusive publishing contract. It's a flat rate, one-time fee. There's only small annual book repurchase plan. Publishing contracts require large minimum volumes normal. Orders up front can be between $5,000 and $25,000. Now, you also have to offer a guaranteed buyback for any unsold books. So, no promise to reprint, no support after your initial offer, and of course, that is the hard way. But Platinum Experts Publishing wants you to do it the easy way. Again, flat rate, one-time fee, and a very small annual book repurchase plan. Let's talk about professional layouts and edits. We combine all of this: professional layout, formatting, editing. Everything is 100% included in every package. So there's no upcharges as you go along. Just to get an editor to review your book, some freelance editors charge between $10 and $20 an hour. Others charge $25 and more an hour. Typically, it takes between 40 and 80 hours of editing just to get your book ready to publish. But that's all just getting the book, getting a publishing contract, getting a local area secured. What about once you have the book in your hand? What's next? Included in this package is a 4 weekly sessions on how to actually leverage and market your book. Deep diving into training, like you heard today, about how to leverage your networking experience, how to go out to events and command the room, how to get other people to sell and buy from you and sell for you. All of these things are covered in this 4 weekly sessions on how to leverage your book. Plus, we do follow-up training after you receive your book to make sure that you're getting the biggest bang for your book. It's all about leverage marketing. Now, personally, I charge almost $9,000 for my leverage marketing training, but you get that all included with all of the packages. I actually teach you endorsement training. Now, this one training alone, which is the first training you'll receive right after we begin Residential Real Estate Experts Induction, this one training can help you offset, pay, or even profit from your book deal with Platinum Experts Publishing before your book is even printed. This training comes with fully customizable endorsement page insert in your book and templates on how to get endorsements. This brings incredibly high value to you as your expert status and to others for leverage. By the way, this is included in every single package. We're also going to talk about the As Seen on TV training and templates. I've spent so many years in the As Seen on TV network. I have produced products, commercials, marketing, and leverage. 35 years in marketing, 10 years in specializing in getting my clients, partners, and products on TV, news, Fox and Friends, national publications. For the last few years, I have focused specifically my clients on local press. And with this training, you will get proven templates that you'll be able to easily and effortlessly get featured as a guest on local news, talk, TV shows, publications. We provide the training, the guidance, and the templates for everything you need. Normally, I charge $1,700 for this course and another $1,000 for the templates. But again, every single package we're talking about today, all included. I learned from the best in networking on how to do networking events with a positive ROI. So I'm actually bringing a guest in to train you on how to do exclusive networking event training. Now, I pay all the costs for this. The cost of this training is $799, almost $800, but you guessed it, it's included with every single package. Now, we do have 3 levels of packages. We have the professional level, and we have the enterprise and the platinum. And everything I've talked about thus far is included in all 3 packages. Now, if you are ready to play with an incredible value, I want you to play at the enterprise level, which will get you a complete done for you on everything, what to say, how to say it, script on your book, on your expertise, on your publishing contracts, and so much more. Now, these scripts are proven in the field for effective results. This is an optional plan for the pro plan, but it's included in enterprise and platinum programs. We're also going to give, for those who step up, advanced marketing training. As a 35-year in marketing, I've developed and trained thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people and helping them advance their career using the big insider secrets to marketing. Now, these are the secrets the industry doesn't necessarily want you to know. My platinum, whoa, sorry about that. I jumped around, apologize. For my platinum level realtors, for people that really, really want to advance their career quickly and break through the $1 million earning ceiling sooner rather than later, I actually walk you through this advanced megastar marketing bootcamp. Now, this training I normally reserve for literally rock stars, movie stars, serious content creators. But for this limited event, I'm offering it to my fast acting platinum level realtors. If you're not interested in platinum level and you want to apply to see if you qualify for this training, the tuition starts at just under $12,000. But for all of my platinum level realtors, you get this training included. No additional additional investment. Now, additionally, for my platinum level, you get a personal branding interview. I will personally coach you and then interview you on the Big Insider Secret Show. with rights to repurpose the show and use it for your own branding, marketing, and promotions. Now, by the way, this is a very limited opportunity and only available for those who act right now and act for the first 15 platinum level realtors. They get this with priority scheduling. After that, it's based on a space available situation. You get an exclusive interview, but this is for platinum level realtors only, people who are really ready to rocket their success quickly. Finally, book reorder offer. Now we have 3 different levels of packages. We have professional, enterprise, and platinum. For all 3, we're offering just a minimum $250 minimum book reorder annually. This will maintain and keep your local expert status. That is the lowest minimum book reorder offer in the industry. Now we offer discounts on book reorders for all packages, but obviously we're going to reward those that take action fast with bigger discounts. So let's see what all of this amazing offer includes. Yay, I'm so excited. All right, the full value of everything that we're offering today is $124,668. It includes a done-for-you book. It includes that's $36,000 minimally, by the way, if you remember the slide earlier. Exclusive local market, that's minimum $25,000. A publishing experts agreement, publishing experts publishing contract agreement, that's a value of $10,000. We're including editing, formatting, and print layout. Leverage marketing for your book. Recognizable branding on your book cover. Endorsement training, as seen on TV course, as seen on TV, letters, emails, and swipe files. Swipe files are things that you can copy and paste and send out to your market. It's all done for you. Again, we include what to say at networking events training. And for my pro, that's where it ends. For my enterprise and platinum people, it also includes the scripts, what to say when anybody asks you about your book, how to coach them, and how to get them on your side to help leverage and market your book. It includes advanced marketing training and a personal one-on-one interview with the Big Insider Secrets Show. Again, full value, $124,668. Let's break down each plan individually. The Pro Plan, again, done for you book, exclusive local market, publishing contract with Platinum Experts Publishing, editing, formatting, print layout, leverage your book marketing, recognizable branded cover, endorsement training, as seen on TV course, templates, letters, emails, and swipes, and networking 101 training, all included. Look at this incredible value. You want to move up to the enterprise level? We're going to add the scripts, what anyone needs to know about how to talk about your book, how to talk about your publishing contract, how to talk about the leverage you use, and how to get it to the next level and how to get them to sell for you. And if you want to move on to the platinum level, this is where you get everything included. Again, massive value, $124,668 value. And I'm not going to charge you that. No, instead, for the Pro Plan, it's just $4,997. That includes 250 books in your hand. If you move up to the enterprise level, that's 500 books and all of those things included. If you move up to the platinum level, you get 1,000 books. And you might be thinking to yourself, what would I do with 1,000 books? It's our job to teach you how to use those books to leverage and get more clients, easier, faster client acquisition, how to build your relationships with current, future, and past clients to get them to market and sell for you. It'll also get you the money that you're looking for. Now, the nice bonus here is that reorder discounts, there are a sliding scale. For all of my pro people, you get reorder discounts, $7.50 per book. and you must order at least 250 annually. But if you move up to the enterprise level, only $5.75 per book. And if you move up to the platinum level, only $4.67 per book. Now, I want you to think about what you currently spend on marketing. Between printing your business cards, tchotchkes, calendars, magnets, what else are you guys doing now? Little pens, little bottle openers, USB ports, all these things that people are spending money on. Are you spending $4.67 per client? Or are you spending a lot more than that currently? Wouldn't it be freaking amazing if all you had to do was to spend $4.67 and acquire a new client with that? With this opportunity, you can not only leverage your book to acquire new clients, but then you can leverage those clients to share the book and do it over and over and over and over again. This opportunity is for a very limited time. I'm going to say right now, I hope you join me. I hope you join Platinum Experts Publishing, and I hope that you enjoy the process of getting a published book, signifying you as a local residential real estate expert, putting you on the mark as the local go-to expert in your local market. There's nothing easier and nothing more significant than building a brand and building a legacy. With a book, you can do both and make your client acquisition so much easier. Build relationships and increase your bottom line. The time is right now. Act right now. Click the button below, choose the package that works best for you, and let's get started. I'll see you on the inside.